Alright guys, I'm gonna tell you how I drilled through my Linman tabletop and my Alex add-on unit. I know there's one video out there on YouTube right now that shows people how to drill through it. However, I don't think he did a great job. I won't be demonstrating how to drill through it because obviously I've already drilled through it. The materials you're going to need is you're going to need a drill bit the size that you want. I picked 2 inches just because I didn't want a big huge hole, and it fits all my cords through the top and the bottom nicely. You're going to need a grommet. You're going to need some sort of writing utensil to mark where you want to drill it, and you're going to need a lot of painter's tape. In his video, I don't even think he drilled through a Linman just because he had a curved part out right here. It kind of curved in like a U. I haven't seen any Linmans like that. And when he actually shows you a close up, there's space in between. It's hollow on the inside, and with this, it's all just solid. It does seem light, however, it is solid in here. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but my cut marks are very clean. I didn't cut off any of the white surface when I drilled through. I would definitely not use as little amount of tape as possible. I used 12 layers of tape on here for this hole. I think I used 6 or 7 layers up top for that hole. And it did take a good amount of time to drill through this just because it isn't hollow on the inside. There is a good amount of wood in between here. I would also recommend taping up both sides. I did not, and I'll take you underneath the desk right now and I'll show you what happened. But I would tape up the top, and then I would tape up the bottom. I'm gonna go underneath the desk now, and you can see what happened is when I was drilling, I didn't tape up the bottom, and it ripped some of the paint off. So I would recommend taping this too. If you're able to, the drill bit I have has a regular tiny drill bit, and then it has the big huge one. The tiny drill bit is longer than the 2-inch one. So as soon as you see that come through the bottom, through your tape, come through the bottom and go up. So that way you don't get this problem. It'll look really professional. And as you can see, it is solid in there. There's no open space in there. That's the grommet right there. So I definitely recommend taping both sides. At least 9 layers of painter's tape is what I recommend. And then, like I said before, once you see that first tip of the drill bit come through the bottom, go from the bottom up, so that way this doesn't happen. But that's how I did it. That's how I drilled through mine. Same with the add-on unit. I just taped that up a lot too. And then I wouldn't recommend applying a ton of pressure. I would just recommend applying enough pressure to get through. You want to make sure that you're level the whole time and you're not making a cockeyed or diagonal hole when you drill. As your grommet will not sit flush when you do that. But those are just my tips on drilling through the Linman table. I'm not entirely sure on how to drill through the glossy version of this. When I was at IKEA, they have this in gray, white, black, and they have like a wood color, and they had a glossy white. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. I don't know if the gloss material would crack and flake up even if you put painter's tape on it. So this info advice is just for the matte style tabletops. But like I said, drill bit of your diameter choice, grommet, a lot of painter's tape, and a marker. And that'll about do it. If you have any more advice, just put it in the comments below for the other people. I'm trying to help people out that are buying this sort of tabletop to make a desk just because I don't want them to make a mistake and be out money. That'd be crappy.
So, yep, that's how I did it. So hopefully you guys have the same success I did.